Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday morning. Cheers. As the commercial goes, Paulie runs on Duncan. Johnny, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Jules, I guess you changed your name. Very cool. Hope my internet stays on. Was off all day yesterday. Oh, wow. That's weird. You know, when it goes off, we used to have that problem in Kissimmee. It's like the wind would blow hard, the power would go out, and the internet. But they never give you a credit. Listen, it was out for 24 hours, out for 48 hours. You bill me for per day, for per month. Why don't you give me some kind of credit? They don't want to do that, which is crazy. I can't wait until we can rely on like the other countries like Japan and China and the UK, where the internet is just there. Everybody has it. I can remember a long time ago going to London and everybody just walking down the street. Every single person had the phone in their hand. Everywhere you went, you just have internet. I woke up at 6:40 to try to be here already with my internet was down. Oh, what about Jules? And I know the screen is very small, but what about just using cellular data, unless you pay for cellular data? Although I don't know in this today in day and age and everything, if people still pay for cellular data. I thought everything was unlimited now. And a lot of times you will find if you use cellular data, there's no lag. It's pretty instant. That's why I like it so much. When somebody, there's a couple of times in the past somebody was doing a live and they were having a lot of problems, lagging. And I says, just go to cell data. Just open up your phone. And it worked 100% better for them. And JRKR 1964. How are you today? So how is everybody today? Anybody do anything special yesterday? Anybody make a lot of money yesterday? I made some. On my phone now, yesterday, even my phone, AT&T was in and out yesterday. It's better on phone so far. Excellent. Yeah, AT&T's they're all not bad lately. They're all up and you all using new technologies now. Sorry. So, excuse me. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about doing expanding into multiple platforms. As you know, last week I had my first week on Mercari and didn't do too bad. Let me share the screen. Share screen. Boom. No audio. So after my first week, we did $99.80 adding Mercari. 2 weeks ago, I had 25 listings. I had my VA take half of what I have on eBay and upload them. So after the first week, I ended up with more than this because we sold several pieces. So I think it was 230 pieces. Now we're down to, I think 240 pieces. So now we're down here. I still have to review 15 more to get those listed. Active. So in the first week, having Mercari, so bringing Mercari on for the first week, we did an extra $100. Can we make that $200? Sure we can. It's just like anything. It's okay, Jules. Mobile keyboard. Excuse me. I'm sorry. like anything, it's just going to take more listings. So the more listings you have, the more money you do. So it's just simple. The more listings, the more money. eBay, people talk of the algorithm all the time and stuff. And hey, it's, you put up more listings, you get more eyes on the product. Now those eyes are going to go to other things to see what you have. So let's see what we have to do. Hey, Pam. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Pam. We're just fresh into this, Pam. So he got the disc. So I have to rate the buyer. And I mean, I haven't seen too many of these, to tell you the truth, because I haven't shopped on Mercari at all. I put the same thing for everybody. Good buyer, no issues. Everything went well. Submit. And this is use your balance to shop. So this is the time that I'll start getting emails now saying, you have a balance, why don't you buy something? Because I'm just going to keep it in there for a while. So let's see if this one up. Yeah, now it's 109, but in actuality, Sunday, it was $99.80. So now we start off the new week, $10, basically. So I did that. And this is like I was telling everybody, this is the repetition. Wake up early in the morning and you get this stuff done. And then you go on with the rest of your day, packing, shipping, or sourcing. You don't have to go out to source. I know people are very nervous. And let me skip over something for a quick minute here. Let me put the link in case anybody wants to come in and say hello to everybody, share some thoughts and ideas. Excuse me. There's the link. It's pinned to the top. I never keep my balance. I keep my balance in everywhere. I keep my balance in PayPal. I keep it in, now I'm going to keep it in Mercari. eBay, I get paid. Well, they send it out every week. But that's it. Hot Flip Heidi, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So yesterday I was going through my email and I got an email saying, hey, thank you for shipping my items. I've kept it in the garage because I understand you had COVID. So I'm going to keep it in the garage for 90 days. And I said, what do you feel? Do you think it's contagious or whatever? And I said, from what I understand from when we first talked about it, when COVID started to become real prevalent, is the amount of time when it left you and shipped, roughly 3 to 4 days, would take care of anything. The virus or any germs would die. At the most, you leave it in the hot garage for 24 hours and that would be it. So it didn't dawn on me that people would be nervous about that. But it was a wake up for me yesterday that people are going to be nervous about buying anything from me like that. So it's been now a month. From what the doctor says, we haven't been contagious for 3 weeks. We were on 3 rounds of antibiotics. And he says, no, you're not contagious. It was actually after 3 days of being on them. So 3 weeks. So if anybody's nervous about that, just do a little search and make yourself comfortable, because from what they say, hello, Adam, good morning. From what they say, the virus doesn't last longer than 3 days. And even when we go shopping, if we go to Walmart or whatever, I'll grab a carriage from outside because they say the sun will kill it. So I'll grab one of those carriages. So I'm sorry. I just wanted to go over that a little. So let's go back here. And if anybody has any questions or whatever, and you want to come in and talk a little, come on in. Happy to have anybody. Someone who was going to have me sell on their channel told me not to because I had COVID. Even though I haven't had it in 6 months, just have long haul bad symptoms. Don't I know it? It seems like it just never wants to let go. You know, we have good days. You have like 2 good days, and then the next day is kind of like, what the hell's going on? So, yeah, I understand. I do understand. So on Macari, like I said, after the first week, I ended up, yeah, they are. Well, no, they're concerned, especially if you're in Florida, JR. We've been getting ranked with it here. I mean, hit over the head with it. All the stores now have the signs up, have to wear a mask, which good, you know. So I'm trying to tell you, everybody that cares about their business, that wants to try to make more money, because this is, by doing this, it's not only helping whoever in the chat, it's helping me. First thing, now granted, I got up at 3:00 this morning, so it took me a lot not to start to do everything this morning. I wanted to do it while showing everybody. The first thing I do is do all this stuff in the morning, first thing in the morning. And then, I'll go on Johnny's show, say hi, maybe chat a little, and then I'm off. I don't go back on YouTube the rest of the day, but I will do some work. I'll do some sourcing. I'll go on to High Bid. I will go here and go there and these sites. I'll go searching for deals or whatever. And if there is money to be made, I could possibly make a deal. But sometimes people just, they hear comic book, they hear Pokemon card, and they get dollar signs in their head. So you got to look, you got to make sure what you're buying. You got to know what you're buying. So Macari, I just looked through this. So I had 7 complete sales. So actually in 1 week I had 6. So almost one a day. Not too bad, I guess. You'd want more than that, of course. All right. So we ended up with 250 listings, $99.80 profit. Revenue was 117. Average value. Response rate 50. I don't know what that response rate is. That the percentage of messages from buyers that responded to you. Okay. Seller. All right. So I'm a 5 from 5. Shipping time 16 hours. Average time it takes for you to ship once a sale is made. Well, yeah. I mean, if something sells today, I'm not gonna, if it's 8:00 tonight, I'm not gonna ship it until when they pick up tomorrow. No cancellations. Impressions. Average number of times your items appeared in search results. So that's another thing we have to try to find out how to get that up too. And it could be just what we're selling. That's my problem. I'm alone now. Love to have YouTube on. Yeah, but Jules, like when I would teach my agents, because I know a lot of I'm a real estate broker and I had an office. I would tell them all the time, everybody is kind of when you wake up in the morning, a lot of people will grab their phone and start looking and start answering emails and everything. And I would tell them, you don't do that. Excuse me. Do it later in the day. Make yourself a time, like typically when I get up in the morning, I'll do 5 minutes of meditation. And when I meditate, I'm kind of setting up what I'm going to do for the whole day in my head. But I don't look at my emails until later because then you start looking at your emails and you say, oh my God, I didn't know that was going to happen. And it could blow your whole day apart, and you'll be working on one issue for the rest of the day. Sorry for any of you guys that haven't had to deal with that COVID monster recovery. May your health. Oh, thank you, Heidi. I don't need YouTube to get distracted. Yeah, well, that's true too. Or my phone. But it's kind of, by doing this, by looking at your stuff that's going to make you money, is kind of time blocking. All right, I'm going to block out between 7 and 8 in the morning, and I'm going to get this stuff done, because this is the stuff that's going to ultimately make me money. I am not going to be making money answering my emails. I am not going to be making money searching the web, listening to YouTube, listen to like a lot of times what I'll do is I'll listen to music, the music that I like, because for me, sometimes that music is almost like coffee. It gets my adrenaline going. So I hope some of that makes sense. So Macari, we finished a sale, and I see Lisa C came in. It's amazing how much more I've accomplished by cutting YouTube consumption. Excellent. Excellent. The nice thing about YouTube is it's recorded. So you get things like this that's live, but I have probably 10 people that email me or whatever, say, hey, that was good. What about this? After, hours after, or days after. So that's the nice thing about it. So let's see what else I have to do. I have an offer. Sell for 16. I already lowered it to 20. So I have an offer on that. So 16, yeah, I don't mind that. So let's accept that. I'm only into it for like $2 anyway. Oh, it expired. Did it? No, it's telling me, are you sure you want to accept this offer? Unable to accept. You have made a new offer. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the way they do that. Macari, you made a sale. So I just got that on the phone, and I wonder if that is the offer I just accepted. Let's see. Oh, stupid me. It's right here. Action required. See, like I said, I'm still getting used to this. Yeah, all right. So I accepted the offer, so we made another sale on Macari. Excellent. Yes, I get distracted easily. Guess I have ADD. No, it's just somebody could say something, and it's easy to get distracted. I'm trying to list 10 items a day for 30 days, but in the past months, the best I did was 12 in one day. My average was 2. I hope I can do this. You could do it. You can do it. Just like I said, time block, buckle down, get it done. If you watch one of these first videos I did, I think I did 3 listings in 15 minutes. The easy way that I know or I have done listings is I do the listing on the desktop, save it as a draft. The item's right here. All right. Oh, just sold. Yep. Nice. I like their cha-ching better than eBay's. So I list it on the desktop, and the item's right here, because what I do is I scan it and I look to see what it's being sold for. I do the whole listing. I put as much information in there as I could possibly put. I hit save as draft. I'll put that aside. I'll grab the next item. Okay, let's just say. And I scan it, and it's going for this. Okay, I'll do the whole listing, and I'll put this here. and I'll save it as a draft. Now what I do is I'll open up the app on the phone, okay? And I go to eBay, the first screen, and I go to sell, and on the bottom is my drafts. I'll open up the first draft, let's say this one. I'll put this right in front of me, snap some pictures, any damage on the box, I'll snap that picture, everything. And now, because all the information's there, I just go down and hit it. And that's it. Go off to the next listing. It tends to work well for me that way, and it's quick. I have 2 screens and I'm almost working while shows are on. Dawn Southern Finds. Good morning. How are you? I love that cha-ching. Yeah, I like it better than eBay's. Sounds official, actually. I do it that way too. Okay, excellent. I wish I got more organizing done. Well, I also did that. I do not use a light box for photos. In the other room, I have a table with a white, I went to Walmart, grabbed a white twin sheet, put that on the table because, Google wants white backgrounds. But when you're, let's see if I can get this up. Where's eBay? eBay, do I have any drafts? To paid, selling. Okay, I have a draft. So just in case, when you bring up one of your drafts, that's the first thing you're going to see. All right. So when I click on that, it's going to bring up that screen, and I want to hit the camera. Otherwise, if you already have the pictures taken, you would hit the other thing next to the camera, and that'll bring up your library. Now, see that on the bottom? 4x3. Watch what happens. It gives you the square that eBay wants you to take. So a lot of us will leave the picture long when eBay actually wants it like that. So then this is going to fit almost perfectly in a square. Look at that. And I would snap the picture. Excuse me. Paul, do you use Light? No. If I had the money, I would pay for someone to come organize me. It is pretty easy, Jules. And I hate to keep going over and talking about some of the past videos, but if you look at the video where I unboxed big boxes of toys that came in, and I think it was just 2 weeks ago, you could see how I organize. And it's as easy. I went to Walmart. I grabbed a 3-pack, which I should have just grabbed a 10-pack of file boxes, office file boxes, made myself a label, box 1, box 2, box 3, all the way down on box 15. So when something sells, it shows me where it is. I go grab it, all done, and it's on the rack. I can do a whole video on getting that stuff done. That's easy. And you could take a day, 2 days to put all that together. And I recommend it if you have not taken a day or two and you've had stuff listed for months and months and months. I definitely think it's worthwhile to go through your inventory, because the last thing you want to do is sell something and it's not there anymore. That's bad. Organizing. Okay. Definitely we'll do that. I always crop my photos on the eBay app. But if you do that, you don't have to anymore, JR. So by doing the photos, clicking that little thing, then you've just saved this step of editing your photos on the eBay app. So now, you save that time for 10 listings. You probably saved yourself, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Don't all platforms want a 1x1 square photo? Not all of them, no. I think right now eBay's taking Macari's taking my photos from the eBay. It's been hard with my lungs. Can't do more than a couple hours. That's what's taken me so long. I understand. I definitely understand. I have lots of mugs, trying to find a way to store them. Jules, just take your time. Yep. Yeah, I would look into Walmart. I forget how much the boxes. What do they cost? The office boxes. I want to say they end up at $1.50 a piece, and they have lids. I don't use the lids. They're on my. Can I bring it up here? I possibly could bring it up here. Yeah, I don't use the lids. I just use the boxes, put them on the shelf. I take pictures in square mode on iPhone, white background, crop on phone, change color to vivid, done. Looking for a bunny I sold and can't find, makes me crazy. However, I have 1,400 listings, gets a little crazy. They are cardboard, but they're meant to hold hanging file folders. So they're thick. Yeah, I haven't had 1,400 listings. I think the most I've had in the past was 800 and something. Excuse me. Getting inventory. Is this the one? Let's see. Where do you change color to vivid? That should be on the app. Okay, no, that's not the one. Thank you, Paul. I know the boxes. I'm going to get them. I'm just trying to bring up the video that I showed just to see if I can. There it is. So let's see. Share screen, this one, share audio, share. One sec, I'll try, you gotta look back. Oh, it should be right in the edited on the eBay app. So let's see. See this, these are my rack. This is my eBay room. These are my racks. There you go. These are my racks. So box 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it is. I'm still opening boxes. I was trying to get past this. There you go. I know I was talking about it a little. Oh, Susanna. Excuse me. The invoice is in the other room. When I was going through with Susanna to list, the third or fourth item down, it says custom label. So let's say I go to box, like I got a case of these in, Scooby-Doo. So I would list Scooby-Doo, put the information, the title, and then it says custom label. It would say box 6. So I know when something sells, I go to box 6, grab the Scooby-Doo, pack it, ship it, all done. So what I've been doing the last couple of days is going through this stuff and neatening it up. Like, this looks good now. I had a bunch of stuff on the top that's all right there now, like some of these that I was talking to Julie about. There's a pricey one. So that's, and it is banker's boxes. So that's basically it. When you list, it's the custom field there, third line down. And I put, it's in box 7, it's in box 8. And then when it sells, I think I have a couple that's sold. This is on eBay. Change my address. What the hell? Well, that's sold and it's going to Mexico. Let's try that again. Sell. Orders, waiting shipment. All right, Christina Aguilera. It's in custom label SKU. It's in box 5. This one, Hasbro Star Wars action figure. I have all the Star Wars because they're only 3 inches tall, 3.5 inches tall. I have them all in one box. So I just grab the box, reach in, grab the Han Solo, and pack it and ship it. No guess, no nothing. So that's the nice thing. And then Wheels, Michael Wheels, was in last week when we were doing it, and he says he also will put in where he bought it and how much he paid, because we are the only ones that see that line, which was a good idea too. If do I have any awaiting payment? No. Does it come paid and shipped? Yeah, like I did it to this one. Turtles, rack 1. I just put a code because it cost me $65. This one, Battle Hamsters, rack 1, thrift store closing. I paid $2. Rack 1, $46. So he wanted to follow his pricing all the way through. So hopefully that makes sense for everybody. And it is banker's boxes. So anybody else have any other questions? The only other thing, and I know we skipped over a few things here, but the only other thing to do is once if you have to do 10 listings a day to do your, if you're on a challenge or whatever, you're going to see how much more business you do from this time till before, and that'll get you motivated. And then the next logical step is add another platform. Bonanza, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. I'm still leery about Poshmark because Poshmark, there's a lot of hands-on. You have to share your closet and that type of stuff. and I'm still not selling a lot of clothes. I have a couple. That's about it. I'm still not wanting to jump in the deep end on clothes again. But anybody else have any questions or anything like that? I got a free List Perfectly month. Was going to start with Mercari, but can you go later from Mercari to eBay? I don't know. I don't use List Perfectly. I think you can. I think it. I mean, they have demos on their site. I think you can go back and forth to each one. I'm just not sure. On mine, I have mine as eBay as my primary, and then everything's off that. How do you ship hardcover books or softcover books in general? The way I do it is, I don't have any here. I save all my cardboard. I forgot they have vids too. Yep, I save all my cardboard. So if I have to ship a hardcover book with a dust jacket or whatever, and I could either do medium mail or first class, but some of the books that I have are like 6 pounds. You know, I have some of the big, thick Disney books. So what I'll do is I'll get the book, I'll lay it on a piece of cardboard, and then trim it out a little, and then fold it in the cardboard. And then I could just pop it in a bubble envelope if I have a bubble envelope that big, because the cardboard's going to protect it. You could wrap it in bubble wrap first and then wrap the cardboard around it. But I do the same thing with everything. I'll take this and I'll have a long piece of cardboard and I'll just fold this in the cardboard. So now you cannot squish it because the cardboard is protecting it. Like I said, I do it for everything. A loose figure, you know, I'll wrap it once or twice in bubble wrap, and then I'll roll it in cardboard. So in other words, it'll protect it. But that's what I do. I save almost every piece of cardboard that I get in. Now, if the box is already crushed and stuff, I just throw that away. But I'll save it. I just cut them down. So in my garage, I have a bunch of pieces of cardboard that are there. I'll just grab it, cut it, slice it into the size I need. I had a medium mail sent Saturday from Florida, was delivered to Oklahoma yesterday. Wow. Where was it supposed to go, Lisa? I had medium mail sent from Florida, delivered to Oklahoma yesterday. You're in Florida, so it's supposed to go to you, right? Thank you, Hot Flip Heidi. That's my thought too, but I think I'll ship orders first. That's in the iPhone. Yeah. So any other questions or anything? No, I sent it. Was going to. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what you were meaning there. So on the stop, boom, boom. Don't forget, on eBay, you go up to the bell, you answer what you have to answer to. So I see I have 2 that I have to ship today. And then just go to sell and see how many offers you could send out. Because like I said, our job is to make as much money as we can with this stuff. I can't do that. This. A lot of people been wanting this. I'm at 15, so let's see if 12 will get it sold. Red Sox hat, I'm at 20. Let's see if 15 will get it sold. And let's go back to sell. I do have that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No. Slash and Leatherhead, Casey Jones. So which one was that? Okay. Casey Jones and Raphael. I'm at 85. I have to look because there's just so many different turtles sets that I have. 80. I think I did 75 last time for the last person. This one I'm not going to do an offer on because this is my very last one. So I'm not going to do an offer on that one. These sold. This is it. I only got 3 Godzillas. I only got 3 King Kongs because this is part of that thing that was on the ship that went aground. This was supposed to come out in June. I just got it last week. A lot of people just got it last week unless you ordered from Japan airmail. So the rest of my order was allocated, which means I only got half of what I was supposed to. So now the rest of the order is not coming in until January, they said. Not even on time for Christmas, January. So out of 3 and 3, I have 1 piece left. So that's it. So I sent offers. I'm not going to lower the price on anything. I have 2 to ship, awaiting shipment. Ship by the 11th, ship by the 10th. I'll get them both out today, no problem. And that's it. My Kari, I have that 1 to ship that I just approved the offer. So I have this one to ship. That's a DVD. See, now DVD, Heidi, I do the same thing. Even though the DVD, all you should do is put it in the bubble wrap envelope, label it, and go. I will put a piece of cardboard on both sides just to protect it too. And you go back to my eBay, right? Packaged perfectly. Perfect. Goodbye, private value customer. Thank you. Great experience. Very well packaged. Excellent product. Great seller. Super fast. Muchas gracias. Perfect. Quick response. Fast and safe shipping. Product came well, neatly packed. So very safely packaged. Perfect, well packaged. 75% of everybody is talking about how well the item was packed. Because that's, as a collector, which I've been now almost my whole life, and then as dealing with collectors. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Collectors are a funky bunch. We want to buy something for our collection, and we don't want the corners damaged or anything like that. So I've always had one of my mottos, even in the store when I did mail order, was to the collector from the collector. I want to get it to you the way I would want to get it myself. And that's the way we do it. That's the way I've always done it. Yes, you do go above and beyond with packing. It's almost hard to open. But it's not broken. Excuse me. So does anybody else have any questions? Questions. Tomorrow, that's what I was going to go over tomorrow was, what's holding you back. But then I think next week we'll do organizing. I'll do the stream from my eBay room, and we'll list some items, and I'll show you how that I organize my stuff to make it just easy to grab. Wow, long lag. I still have the other screen up. So any other questions? Going to go over your last few vids I missed because of downed net. Okay, Jules. But yeah, I mean, like, I forget who it was earlier said, she's been looking for an item for a while that she sold. Last thing you want to do is sell something on eBay and then you can't find it and you got to cancel the order, and that'll be a strike against your account. So you don't want that to happen. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten orders from people. Please don't send it to me. Send it to this address. Do not put an invoice in. Do not put anything else in. I just want the item to go to these people, because that's what happened. They either sold it and didn't know they didn't have any more, or they couldn't find it. Great show, Paul. I might have to wake up earlier more often. I know I asked if people wanted me to go back to my 10 o'clock hour. But a lot of people were saying this is good here, 8:30. It's between Victoria and Johnny, even though I go a little bit over on Johnny's hour there. Going to start on Mercari today and work on organizing. Fantastic. Little at a time. Just curious how well your antique booth does monthly. Not bad. I have a check waiting for me there for month 2. It's just another place, I guess. It's right now we're at what, day 9. We ended up day 9 with $80 in sales. So not bad. We're not halfway there yet, but almost halfway. Okay, Heidi, of paying our monthly bill. I just have to get more stuff in there, Ryan. But if you talk about having so much stuff that, gee, is it worth me renting a storage unit? That's definitely not. People that rent a storage unit, they're paying $5 for something. Now it's in a storage unit you're paying $200 a month for. If that item is in there for 5 months, that's not, that's adding to your cost of your goods. And it's just being behind 4 walls, where at least in an antique booth, it's available for sale. So, that's the way I look at it. Just another avenue to make some more sales. The expense is renting the booth. I am, but it doesn't look until it's next July. I'm trying to get up there so we could start looking for a house. And now that the market's settling and things are going to start getting crazy now in the fall, I'm hoping to get up there so we could take advantage of any movement in the market. Because, the CDC expired. No. The eviction moratorium expired. But the CDC expanded it a little until October 1st. And there's a lot of places that are fighting that because they said they didn't have the right to. So courts are already backed up everywhere across the country with evictions. Plus in the winter, I bet your sales will go way up, Paul, I would imagine. Every time, well, not every time. Half the times I've been there working the booth and interacting with customers, none of them were from there. I spoke to the most memorable one. He was a Batman fan she was a Batman fan. She bought like 3 pieces from me, and she was from Maryland visiting her folks. I do. We were up there 3 years ago, spent the month of December back home. I think they were going to be in foreclosure. I think they are going to be, yep, exactly. That's why I'm hoping to capitalize on all that. Because people don't realize the moratorium was for evictions. There was no safe haven for property owners. There were these phony, they weren't all phony, but there was a lot of phony forbearance, which means you make a deal and they put what you owe on the end of your loan. I think even in some of my early chats here, they would do it. People would have done it. And then the bank says, well, now you owe us for 3 months. How are you going to pay? Now you owe us for 4 months. I thought I did a forbearance. If you didn't get it in writing and not agreed to, not signed off on officially, it was a phony forbearance. They just said yes, but nobody had the right to do it. So there's no protection for homeowners. You can't pay your rent, and you're hoping the state will help you, but there was no place for the homeowners to go. And depending on which bank you banked with, I think Bank of America and Wells Fargo were the only 2 that did real forbearance. I think Wells Fargo, I'm not sure. Might have been Chase, might have been Bank of America and Chase. So that's right, Jules. That is right. So anyone else? Any other questions or about anything? I don't care. Hey, January House, how are you? Good point. I live in an apartment and I'm filling up with inventory. Storage unit would be 2 minutes away. It's easier than moving to a bigger place. True, Ryan, but then you're adding to your cost of goods. If you have $1,000 in inventory that you're going to put in a storage unit, and it's going to cost you, I don't know, $200 a month, $100 a month. That $1,000 of inventory is now, next month it's $1,100. Next month it's $1,200. It just keeps going up and up and up. Whereas if you sold it or had it available for sale, it's just like cost of doing business, basically. You can deduct your rent and that type of stuff. Unless you did other things with the storage unit, like you stored a car or something like that, then it's different. So far, so good, Mike. Thank you. Ryan, down here in South Florida, it's too expensive to keep a unit. Mine went up $100 during the pandemic. I have to empty it this month. Wow. There are so many here. There's 2 new ones opening up, I think, within 10 minutes from our house here. And that's basically because so many people moving here, and I guess you don't realize we don't have basements. Even people like myself with a 3-car garage, they can't put their cars in it because all their stuff is in the garage. But if you don't have room for more inventory where you live, you are losing out by not being able to buy more good inventory. Absolutely not, JRKR. If you have no room for inventory, well, you have to move your inventory. You have to cycle it. You have to turn it over. You have to get more turns on your inventory. You don't just want to keep buying and buying and buying and buying How do you know it's good inventory? It's not selling, or you haven't listed it yet. So look at it differently. You have to keep turning it over. I would hope that I'm looking at a 10 by 10, 10 by 12 for $150. I would hope that the cost of a storage unit would be low compared to making more money. Did you read what you typed? The cost outlay of a storage unit would be low compared to bringing in more money. I would love to sell my condo down here, get a house somewhere cheaper because I'd rather have my inventory at home. Excuse me. While dropping the like me with the 3-car garage fence. No, that's just the way things are here. Hey, Harlan, how are you? Ryan, where are you? I'm in South Broward. They start out price 3 months going up. Wow. Whoops. I bought some stuff from a guy on the highway one. Oh, cool. I did that 8 years ago. He was selling stuff from his storage unit so he could pay for his storage unit rent. That's it. That is it. How have you been, Harlan? I haven't seen or heard from you in a long time. Since you moved, I guess. I got a 10 by 25 for 150 climate control, but I'm in Wisconsin. Yeah, I just look at where can I put it that it'll make me money. Put it in a storage unit. It's not making you money. If it's your collection, I do have a friend from back home that has a big, I think he's got 2 now with his collection. And he pays $500 a month, I think. And it just stores his collection. He doesn't sell anything, but it just stores his collection. Now, he just built an apartment on his house on a 2-car garage. So I don't know if he's still renting the storage units, but he's got some cool stuff in there. But I tell him the same thing. I said, listen, this Batman thing, it's $100, but you have more in that in fees just storing it. So I am going to do another video. Johnny said he'd come in and do it. Probably 2 hip chicks might come in and doing it, about storage units compared to booths. I'm doing good. Very good, Harlan. Very, very good. It's a cost of business like other costs. It's a cost of business, yes, but you got to look at it differently. My cost is a cost that is there, so it's available for sale. Storage unit cost is just a cost to store it. So my cost is not raising the price of every item. Storage unit cost, if you think about it, is raising the cost of every item. I found the boxes at Target picking up this afternoon. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so JR, let's just say, I mean, the same thing, like I said before, if it's $1,000 of inventory and you have 10 months in there at $100, now it's $2,000, you know? So it's going to come to a point where if you have something that's worth $10 and it's been in that storage unit for, I don't know, 6 months, and you paid $10 for it, you paid actually more than that now with your cost of storage. Once after half the house burned in a big area fire, we eventually auctioned off our storage unit. Oh, wow. Filled with smoke damage stuff. Wow. Hopefully you had insurance. And that's the other thing. I don't think that I should have asked Ashlyn. Ashlyn just texted me. She's working on something. She's my insurance person. If you saw the show that I did with her, I have insurance to cover all the inventory at my antique booth and my eBay because your home insurance doesn't cover it. I wish we'd not waited 6 months first paying for the unit. The antique booth makes so much sense. And if I ever do a show and I pack up the truck or whatever and I go do a show and the stuff is set up there, the insurance covers me for that too. I don't know if it covers your inventory at a storage facility. Now, there are some people that I used to watch way back 4 years ago, whatever, that had their office inside their storage unit. So they use the rent as their storage and as their office. That's an idea. But they would be there every single day and they would ship out of there and everything they had listed was in there. So that's an idea too. I also have lighting there. So it's used as kind of an office. Oh, just like I was saying, it works out very well. Yeah, now that's not bad. That's like having a retail store that, because you can actually have people go there. Yeah, I'm at 5200 Main Street. Just look at Building 2, Unit 6, and you can pick up your stuff. I wish antique malls were better down here. They're ridiculous prices for rent for 4 shelf glasses, about 100. That's about what it is here, Jules. There's some. I did interviews with 3 of them. There's one that was beautiful, and they were very pricey. Very pricey. But the one I picked is 5 minutes from Melbourne Beach. So it's working out well. And people, it's not like next to Disney. But they get people. They do get people. And they're very, very active on Facebook. Can't do that down here because none of the electricity for you to use. I have a battery-operated lights. Oh, okay. I have electricity in my booth. Mike, hopefully I can get Mike to come in that when we do that show too, because Mike has a booth also. He blames me for it, but hopefully he'll come in too. So any other questions? Anything else? And should I keep the topic tomorrow the same? Tomorrow is what's holding you back. Can't do that down here because none have electricity. Right. I just read that. Melbourne is a good place for an antique mall. I used to live in Sebastian Inlet. Okay. Okay. It's your fault, Paul. It's always my fault. Excuse me. I'll probably have tons of questions tomorrow. Write them all down. I don't say I know everything, but I'm sure between me and the crowd, I know I don't have much of a crowd lately because new time. I don't know if people are still expecting me to be on at 10 or whatever, but I'm building it again. It's like I went back to from scratch. So I'm sure people in the chat would help too. And if January House is in here, he is extremely knowledgeable. So I'm going to cut it here, everybody. Don't forget to go over to Johnny's and say hello. And So if there's nothing, wait, Paul, how long does it take for you to get to the booth? An hour. Don't you live west of Orlando? I live 5 minutes from Lake Nona. Who cares about? Thank you, Lisa. That was nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Mike. Yep, 1 hour, Jules. You know, you lived in Florida, so like I tell everybody that comes here, Florida has everything, but nothing's close. Even the next town over, just getting there could be 30 to 45 minutes. It's the traffic. It's just ridiculous. But it is a drive, but it's nice. You know, it's one shot, bang, all the way down 192. So it's cool. And it's working so far. So wait a minute. What is that? Knock on real wood. So with that, everybody, thanks for coming in. Thank you for the kind words. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day and make some money.